What's going on, guys? It's Johnny. We got a good one for you today. As we say it, let's get the show on the road. Rent prices are insane. Let's start off with a girl from Massachusetts. Let's go.
Can we talk about renting apartments in 2024? Because I just want to talk about it for a second. I'm currently living at home as a 27-year-old because my last landlord died and then I had to come home. It was a whole thing. Anyway, my friend and I are currently looking at apartments and my God, is this shit a joke? Would like to preface this by saying I live in Massachusetts, so this is what it's like here, okay? First of all, you're quite literally not getting a halfway decent 2-bedroom apartment for less than $2,500 a month. Which, fine, whatever, but like, the rent's not even the worst part because it's like, oh, you wanted in-unit laundry? Oh, that's cute. That'll be your firstborn child. Oh, you wanted a parking space to come with that apartment? Are you out of your mind? Oh, you thought a single utility was gonna be included in that rent price? Girl, you're crazy. Oh, so you want to apply for this apartment? Great. You're going to have to put down first month of rent, last month of rent, security, broker's fee, an application fee, a pet fee, a breathing fee.
All right, so Massachusetts sounds like it's pretty bad. Where is it like in your state? We'll find out right now what it's like in New York City. So let's go ahead and listen to this girl here.
You are not making $139,000 a year, you cannot afford the majority of the available rental listings in New York City. And this is why we have a housing crisis. New York City's median rent last year was $3,475, and we all know that landlords want you to make 40 times the rent to be able to move in. So 3,475 times 40 is $139,000 a year. The other problem is that the median salary in New York City is nowhere close to that. On average, essential workers get paid closer to $70,000 a year, and the minimum wage in New York City is around $34,000 per year. And we all know an answer to this issue is that we need more housing, but a really annoying feature of New York City is that all of the new housing that's getting built isn't actually affordable. So if you make less than $139,000 a year, where does that leave you?
All right, $139,000 median rent in New York City. Wow. I wonder, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Let me know if you're in New York City or even if that even makes sense to you. 139, that blows my mind. I mean, let's move on up a little bit to New Jersey. Let's listen to Mr. Rent Broke in New Jersey. He lays it out pretty good. Let's listen to him. We'll see what he has to say.
What's up, TikTok? You know what I hate? Being rent broke. And what I mean by that is you spend all this money to live in an apartment, X amount of dollars a year, but then you go apply for a home loan and your credit's not a 700 or 800, you get denied. It's crazy. It's crazy. 3 years, paid over $100K to live in an apartment. Then you want to go buy a house. Got 2 sustainable incomes, and it's still not enough. It's still not enough. And after the whole pandemic, you're stuck in this renter / home buying thing that doesn't even make sense. Everybody's being outbid. Say you want to go buy a house that's $400K. You're not going to get it. First time home buyer, never purchased a home. Still can't get there. Gonna need $60,000 down. But it's okay for me to spend $100,000 on an apartment for 3 years. Rent's too high. Cost of living's too high, especially in New Jersey. Where do you have time to save? Regular bills, daycare, everything that's there. And listen, I'm blessed. I got more than most, and I'm proud of that, and I'm thankful. But this housing market and renting, it's almost impossible to get out of this limbo that I'm stuck in. You think about moving down south, and the prices down south are just as expensive here. Or you move and you're not going to make the money that you're making here. So it's like you're double stuck. Leave New Jersey, go take a 50% pay cut, and then you're back at square one. That's it though, rant over. Gonna buy soon. until I get outbid. And yeah, that's the moral of the story. Make better decisions when you're younger. Because I know I for sure hell should have ran over.
Wow, that guy is really seems like he's in a tough situation. Says he's doing better than most, but he's got 2 jobs and still rent broke. Seems kind of tough. You can hear the despair, right, in his voice, and you can hear the sincerity and the solemnness, which is kind of sad. So let's lighten it up a little bit.
Hey, you the one here for the house tour?
Yeah, that's me.
Now, before we head in, did you bring all that paperwork I requested? Yeah, let's see. Proof of employment, credit report, health screening, my 2nd grade diary.
Yeah, it's all here.
Fantastic. So anyway, about the place, you said it was a 2-bedroom? Well, no, what I said was it was a 2-bed, 1-bath. Right, 2-bedroom. 2 beds. Well, technically 1 bunk bed.
Wait, what?
The unit itself is a studio.
You gotta be kidding me. Then why is it so expensive?
What do you mean? I mean there's no way a studio is worth half my salary.
Are you kidding? This place is great. And you can't beat the location.
It's overlooking a 6-lane highway.
Look, I mean, if you don't want it, I got 8 applications already in.
How are 8 people interested in a place like that? Let's see. Increased rental demand due to ridiculous home prices, coupled with us landlords going completely unchecked when it comes to raising rent, kind of means that you people are just out of luck when it comes to options.
Wow, that is so messed up.
But I do have a cheaper place available if you'd rather look at that.
How much cheaper?
Only half the price, and the best part is, it's right next door.
What are you talking about? There's nothing next door except for that dumpster.
Don't worry, man. It's a lot bigger once you're inside.
All right, yeah, after the other guy, we had to lighten it up a little bit. So kind of lighten up, but it's still kind of the same kind of thing. But hey, let's not get too depressing here, right? So let's hear what this lady has to say.
I'm honestly so upset. Living in America is freaking ridiculous right now. There are people choosing whether they want to have Christmas gifts or pay their rent, and that might not be different from any other year. 2 to 3 grand on average. You need to make 2 to 3 times that. $9,000 a month. How many people with regular bachelor degrees are even making that? No one. Not a lot of people. No one wants to live with roommates. That's not the answer. Everybody deserves a safe and clean space. There's no reason why so many people should be roommating, or you can't even buy yourself your own house. It's not, this is horrible.
All right, this guy is great right here. He, a piece of me dies. Check it out.
Yo, every time I pay my rent, I feel like a piece of me dies. Just a little piece of me, just a little sliver. Every time I give that amount of money to my leasing office. And everybody's like, oh yeah, but you got a roof over your head, you're adulting. I'm like, but at what cost? Now I gotta fucking strategize how to fucking eat for the next 2 weeks, literal survive. I got a dog, I'm a single parent, trying to do all bad by himself. And this shit is I'm getting mollywopped out here, y'all, damn.
Well, I feel for him, but that's a new one for me, mollywopped. I've never heard that before. Leave me a comment below if you've been mollywopped. I get what he means, but I've never heard of that. But a single parent, a dog, right? If you're struggling so hard, and I get Americans, we love our pets, right? I understand. I've got 2 dogs, right? So I'm not anti-dog or anything when I say this, but if it's so bad, I don't know. Leave me a comment below. Do you find another home for your dog, or do you just try to make it no matter how bad it is? I mean, what do you guys think? Leave me a comment. All right, now let's move on to the other side of the country. Let's go to LA. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Can somebody tell me what type of crack these landlords are smoking on? Like rent is crazy everywhere, like as we know, but like out here in LA, child, before I found like a great deal, like where I'm living now, like in LA, I was apartment hunting and I seen this apartment complex selling the studio for $1,400. And then they wanted a $1,400 deposit on top of that. So I'm like, let me see the square feet. So I see the square feet, and y'all, 140 square feet for a studio. They want $1,400. And then they want a $1,400 deposit on top of that. I was like, yo, like, are they for real? Because they can't be for real. Like, and then on top of that, I have a dog that's 40 pounds. I got a poodle Then they talking about they want a $500 deposit for only a dog that weighs up to maximum 25 pounds. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry, not everybody got a Yorkie or a Chihuahua. Like, I'm just like, yo, like, what happened to, like, the smaller deposits? Like, why isn't matching the first month's rent? Like, listen. And then on top of that, these prices don't even be matching what the apartments be like. Like, they be slapping luxury on everything, bro. Like, everything. Still got a white refrigerator. Towels is sticking up like a sticker on a binder. Like, and then God forbid you ask the landlord, like, why they raising the rent, and they telling you, oh, because we can.
What do you say? The rent's going up like stickers on a binder, or his tiles? That was funny. But no, I get it. That was LA, but then there again, I mean, if it's so bad, I mean, I don't know. We talked about that before. Keep your dog, give it to somebody else for a while. I don't know. If it's that bad, I get it. Okay, let's keep going.
Man, these landlords be tripping. So you mean to tell me that on a 29-day month, my rent is the same as a 31-day month? Nah, cuz. Bring me my change.
Now that's funny, but kind of I get his point, right? I don't know, man. What do you think? It's you pay the same for 29 days or 30 days or 31. It's just by the month, right? You don't. That was funny. I don't know, but it would be cool if you paid less in February, right? I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about the dollar amounts of rent increases here.
A woman says she's exhausted by the fact that she can't afford rent even though she's cut back on eating.
There's a woman on TikTok who is going viral right now because her rent went from $1,300 to $1,800 a month with no warning. That is a significant amount of money for your rent to increase to the point where that would make or break somebody's ability to pay rent. Landlords and corporations are continuing to price gouge and not care about the well-being of their tenants or their customers or anybody, because it's all about money at this point. I would recommend that this girl see if she can find a cheaper place, but with the increase of rent, is that possible? I have no idea. It is going to take a lot of work to get out of that situation. She said they're going to have to get a second job if she doesn't already have one, or scrape up some funds to figure out if she can move to a cheaper place, get a bunch of roommates. I mean, none of it is ideal. That's insane. I would love for people to just stop being selfish and let people live their life.
All right, so is this true, right? I understand the $500 rent increase is amazingly, it's true. It could be true, but the one thing that I got from this one was with no notice. Now, in Texas, you have to give at least a month notice, 30-day notice, right? I don't know of any state that you can just say, oh, hey, $500 is due tomorrow, by the way, sorry, there's no notice. I don't think so, but I'm not saying that this is false, but what do you guys think? You think it's real, it's legit, or just people, crying about, hey, my rent's high, I didn't get notice. Maybe the rent did get increased by $500, but that's still high. I'm not arguing that fact, but I'm saying, dude, without notice, that part is hard to believe. But that's a secondary thing, right? So that's not even what I should be thinking about. Yes, $500 rent increase per month, that's incredibly high, and nobody, well, hardly anybody, I think, would be able to sustain that kind of thing. Especially the percentage, right? Whatever she said, 13 to 18, or whatever it was. That's tough. Leave me a comment. Is that tough? Yes, I think it's tough. Anyways, so this guy here is from also, let's see here, inflation, also from 800 to 1,400, $600 a month. Wow. Let's take a look at this guy.
Has anyone noticed that it's literally becoming impossible to live a normal life because of the inflation that's going on? Literally, our rent payment used to be $800, 2 bedroom, 2 full bath. $1,400. $1,400 is what we pay now. Used to be $800 just a few years ago, and now it's $1,400. Go figure. Like, seriously, guys, this is stupid. This is what's been going on in America. Inflation.
that, that's pretty hard to swallow there. And I think this guy was saying in a couple years that will happen, but still $600, so $300 every year. Whew. I mean, that's advantages to owning a home, right? Your mortgage payment stays the same, but I get it. People can't own, right? Because housing. I need to do a video on housing crisis, I guess. But leave me a comment below. How much has your rent gone up, right? I mean, that would be something real that we can talk about in the comment section. Real people. I'm sure these guys are real too, but leave a comment below. Tell me how much your rent has gone up in the past year or so. So let's swing on back to New Jersey and see what this other guy has to say.
For everyone that lives in a high cost of living area, how much has your rent gone up? Mine went from $2,100 to $3,000, and I was forced to move. And even then, I found a one-bedroom for $2,000. You see, I live in North Jersey, and unfortunately, North Jersey right now is literally the most competitive rental market in the U.S. So it just kind of feels like, regardless of how much money you make, you are going to overpay just to survive here. Somebody please let me know that I'm not alone here. This is getting absurd.
Holy cow. Now that's a good one to end on. That takes the cake, man. I don't know if anybody I've never had this happen to me, but New Jersey is the highest competitive whatever, like the guy was saying. $900 a month rent increase. There's no way that a person could stay there, right? And then what do? You move somewhere else, move south, move whatever. I mean, I don't know. What would you do if your landlord said, hey, we're increasing your rent $900? First, I'd have a heart attack, right? Come on. But let me know. Really appreciate you guys watching as always. Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. I'm gonna do videos on different ways to make money, save money, keep money, grow money, that kind of thing. And check out the links in the description below on some side hustles and stuff. I did one on, I'm doing stuff on all kind of crazy stuff. Like I did one on, I'll leave the link up here somewhere on flipping chainsaws. As crazy as that sounds, but there's always other kind of stuff too. So thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it, guys. As always, I wish you much success in your finances in life. Peace out.